Hello, this is Mark Sabatella from Outside Shore Music, home of Mastering MuseScore. In this week's tip, I'm going to talk about the newish text formatting pop-up. I say new-ish because it came with MuseScore Studio 4.6, and it'll appear whenever you are editing text. And you've probably noticed this before, but might not really have thought through what it can do for you. There's not really new features in it. It just makes the existing formatting features easier to access. So if I take some existing text in my score and double click it, you'll see there's the pop-up, and it's got all of the formatting commands that you might need right there. It also will appear, let me stop editing that, if I come in and start entering some new text. If I type Control-T for staff text, it appears there. And then I can say, oh, I don't want that staff text to be 10 point. I want it to be bigger. Let's make it, 16 point or something. And now I can type my text and have it be 16 point. Or if I have multiple lines, I can change the line spacing. I don't want it single line. Maybe I want a little extra space. I can make it 1.2 lines of spacing or whatever. Or I can select a portion of the text and say, hey, just that portion, let's make bold, right? All the sorts of things you could normally do are just easier to do now, because previously these controls were available, but you had to come over here to the properties panel in the left sidebar, and when you do that, you'll see, well, some of the controls are there already. Some of them you have to click show more in order to see, and they kind of take up a lot of space here, and you can no longer get out the palettes. So that was the nice thing about the pop-up, is it gives you all those controls right there. Now you may have noticed when I clicked on the properties panel, the pop-up went away. And that's, I will consider it a feature that if you click somewhere within the user interface for MuseScore, the pop-up will go away temporarily. It will reappear if I click anywhere within that text. If I select something, so for instance, if I click here, I can make it go away. I can be typing and it won't reappear. But as soon as I start, say, press Shift Left to start selecting some characters, it reappears because, again, it thinks, well, maybe you want to make those characters bigger. And then all the other things you can do with the properties panel, you can do here as well. In particular, we've got the Add Symbols button. This is perhaps a better named version of what is called Insert Special Characters in the properties panel. There's also a keyboard shortcut for it, Shift F2. But now we've got a nice button here, Add Symbols, and I can just click that treble clef button. And when I X out of here, you'll see, well, there is that treble clef. Right? So you can insert symbols there. Another thing you can do that's kind of nice is let's select the whole text there, Control A. If I go to frame, you see I can add a rectangular frame here. And now it's actually put not just the little gray box telling me here's the text I'm editing, but it's giving me a blue box here telling me this is actually going to appear in my text. I can make that thicker, right? And so make it look, like boxed text, and you can change the padding and the corner radius so that it's rounded, etc. As I increase this, the corners get a little more rounded. So those controls exist. There's also, now that this text has a mixture of styles in it, let's start over with a new text. I could take, for instance, another text here, type Control-T and type text, and come over here to where it says text style. And by default, if I use Control-T, it's a staff text. But I can say, even though you're a staff text, maybe display as if you were a tempo marking. So I can click where it says staff and change that over to tempo right here. And now it will appear as if it was a tempo marking. Now, it didn't actually look like it did much right away, but trust me, it worked. As soon as I click out of it, boom, now it's boldface and looks like a tempo marking as far as that goes. So those are all sorts of things you can do with that new text formatting pop-up that kind of prevents it. It means you don't have to always go over to the properties panel just to make those sorts of formatting things, and it's just really easy to know what's available and easy to make those things happen.